Now your TV5 First Alert Forecast, certified most accurate by Weather Rate.
Good Tuesday evening, Mid-Michigan Chief Meteorologist Chris Easlick with your Tuesday forecast update. A look at downtown Saginaw early this evening. A little moisture on the camera lens, but overall things in decent shape. We've got some showers passing through this evening. Most of them just light rain showers moving on by, but some of our counties to the north getting a little bit of snow before the night comes to a close. As we lose the heating of the day, I wouldn't expect any snowfall that's passing through tonight to cause a significant impact. Most of our temperatures still well above freezing and likely won't be falling much further tonight. As this area of low pressure that's circulating around the area pulls away, it will take the showers with it. A dry day is expected for tomorrow. And as you can take a look at the low temperature map tonight, a lot of temperatures around the freezing mark or above. I wouldn't expect widespread road issues tomorrow morning. If you're in our counties to the north and west, maybe just be a little bit more careful. But overall, I would expect primarily wet conditions if roads don't dry out completely. Upper 30s to low 40s for most of the area tomorrow. Slightly cooler the farther north and west you go, where there may be some mid-30s. Either way, we should have a pretty easy day to get through on Wednesday and another day above average. Now, things do change a little bit on Thursday. Winter storm watches in place for some of our counties to the north. Roscommon, Gladwin, Aranac, Ogama, Iosco, and Alcona County. Those winter storm watches are for the time frame of 4 a.m. on Thursday through 1 a.m. on Friday. Now, these counties will either be changed over to winter weather advisories or winter storm warnings before that time frame gets here. My gut feeling is they'll likely be advisories for us, and any winter storm warnings would likely be to the north, but also we're still over 24 hours away, so we'll see how things evolve during that stretch. As the rest of the night goes along, expect the clouds to go nowhere. The showers will eventually diminish, and going through the day on Wednesday, it's just a quiet and cloudy day with temperatures again well above average. Now, going into Wednesday night, that's the time frame we have to watch. After midnight, we start to see a wintry mix move in. Some areas will likely see snow. A lot of areas will transition from snow over to a brief period of freezing rain. But as you can see here, we overlay our temperatures on top of this. A lot of areas already coming up above freezing by the time the early morning hours of Thursday come around. So right now, that's why we're not expecting a serious ice event around the Tri-Cities and Thumb to the south, is because that period of freezing rain is expected to be so brief. Eventually, it just changes over to plain old rain through the morning while our counties to the north continue to see snow. Once we get into the afternoon, there will likely be a bit of a quiet period where precipitation becomes a lot more isolated, and then potentially one more round of wet weather going into Thursday night before we transition over to lake effect snow on Friday. Now, our northern counties, because you'll be coolest the longest and likely see primarily snow, you'll have a chance to pick up between about 1 to 4 inches of snow, getting heavier as you go north. So places like Clare and Gladwin, probably a little bit closer to the 1-inch range. Areas farther to the north have the better chance to get up into that 2 to 4 inch type range. If you're farther to the south, accumulation's not impossible, but very tough to do and will likely be melted by any of the rain that comes through later in the morning. So another underwhelming snowfall event for most of the area. Your 7-day forecast shows a few more chances for snow Friday and Sunday. Next week on Tuesday, another chance of both rain and snow. We start next week dry on Monday.
Stay with WNEM TV5 on air, on the go, and online for more news and weather updates.